I'm gonna be looking forward to that. We're gonna be continuing our run from yesterday. We finished our Weird Hunter run. If you wanna see the result of that, look at the VODs or at the videos I'm gonna post on YouTube daily for now. And we started a summoner run that works with golems, mostly, but not exclusively, and is going quite well. I think we just defeated the second boss and are back in the village. Here we are, back at the village. So right now our deck is... We only have very limited summon cards, so it's quite important that our units stay alive. We start with one golem due to our passive, and we can summon a second one, a worm and an abomination. We do have a few sigils, especially ones that have synergies with activating minions, and then we have lots of spells to activate the minions. We have inner knowledge, we have the 3 ritual, we have our ability, and most importantly we have invocation activating all our minions. Some barrier gain in the default barriers and the arcane shield, but most importantly we have the wooden flute that will just give us 20 barrier each combat. We also have a way to heal a minion to full HP and give them 25 barrier to keep them alive. And we can weaken the enemy's damage or make sure our minions focus on a specific enemy. This is our deck. Let's take a quick look at our passives for now. We have... we are the summoner, so we can have no level limit on promotions, but every received hit on a minion will damage us for their level. That is not too bad, because we will keep our golems at a relatively low level. The one we get from Prime Stone will be available right at the start, so we don't have to worry about taking damage immediately. This is basically a shield for 70 right from the get-go. Also, if you start a turn with no minions, draw a random summon card. Good to know. So even if we run out of summons, we will get one from Solitude. And when we promote minions, we grow stronger. This does affect our minion damage as well. Activating golems reduces the cost of our card. It's in hand. We have a bit more base damage. We have better worms. They reduce the armor more by 1 for each of their levels. This is pretty important because we also have invigoration. The first time we promote a minion in combat, we promote it 2 times instead. Sadly it's instead, but actually it's 2 times as much. So if our first promotion is 2 levels from our ultimate, for example, then we will promote 4 times instead. At least that's what I've seen so far. Yeah, a couple of items. We got a couple of rune stones. Currently we are using Polished Calc to draw extra cards, so we can set up our summons early, gain barrier early, and promote stuff early, so that we can just keep going from there. Let's take a look around our village. One thing I want to check out is the seamstress. We have some blood that we could spend to upgrade our stats, but before I spend any blood, I want to talk to you.
I know. I felt her presence, and I know that if she's content, she'll make a powerful ally for you and this village. The bad part about it all is that she's agitated. I can sense her fear, and trust me, We don't want her to feel afraid.
Okay, what can we do about it?
At this point, we can only make sure she doesn't starve and that she doesn't feed her children on weird tainted blood scavenged from hunting out there. There are very peculiar altars all over this island. You know the crystalline structures overflowing with scarlet blood? Surely you've seen them by now. Their original purpose is long forgotten, but their connection to blood is as strong as it ever was. Please, leave some of your blood as an offering to our overprotective friend. She'll be drawn to a pure sacrifice. And we won't have to risk her children growing up on a weird tainted diet. Now that's something I don't even want to imagine.
Hi Duke, welcome! Okay, so we maybe don't want to spend our blood right now. We want to keep some amount to sacrifice at these altars. We can now change our gear, right? Yep, we can switch to a different hood. Oh, fancy. These are just the ones from the classes we have unlocked, right? That is Weird Hunter, that is some... Yeah, that is Summoner, and that is the Sentinel. Okay. Yes. Wait, there seem to be more than just one for every class, right? Yeah, there's quite a few more than just one for every class, so there seem to be other unlockable ones as well. Nice. Let's take a look at the Master at Arms. We now finally have enough card scraps to buy the draw more cards in the first turn option. That seems quite useful. +1 option. Is that for all card picks, I wonder? +1 more purchase that we can buy. Can unlock duplication. We can unlock intrinsic or innate kind of effects. Mark as first hand. But for now, because we don't have that many card shreds and these other upgrades take a long time, I'm gonna take the draw more cards in the first turn. The next one is going to be a bit more expensive. I'm not sure if I want to pay that, or more likely I will just save up for something better, something more impactful. We don't have a lot of runestone dust at all. Do I want to do anything with my runestones right now? Let's take a look. I could like transmute some of them. I would like to find another polished calc, but we don't currently have any calcs at all. We are pretty close to upgrading a polished stem, but we're not really using it right now. Although another cracked ether will give us the upgrade. No, we have 2 calcs. So maybe we should use like these skulls or something and try... Let's see what we can buy. I'm gonna buy a cracked stand. And then I'm gonna try a transmutation. I'm gonna throw in... Oh, okay. Which ones did I wanna... I wanna try to get either one more calc or one more ether. So we could use the stands or we could use the gauze.
The blacksmith.
Is there another option here? I'm gonna buy the tier as well. And then try transmuting a gar. A tier and another gar. Oh, I get to pick. That's nice. go for a cracked calc. And now we should be able to fuse these calcs together and then fuse these calcs together again. Flawless calc. In weapon slot, in the first turn of combat, draw 3 additional cards with cost reduced by 1. And in armor slot, heal for 15 HP after every combat 1. Yeah, this is nice. Now we have another slot to use. Reduce the armor of all enemies by 17. Or in the first 2 turns of combat, increase your damage by 75%. That's not that great. I don't think we are too much about this whole early turns business. We are growing over time, so that is more our thing. For every point of your unused energy. Right, it's that one. Unused energy. We don't often have that. But if we were to have it, I guess that makes a lot more sense if you have passives that give you benefits for not playing too many cards a turn. Anything we want to do here? We could buy some healing mixtures. We already have 2. I don't think that's a important thing to do right now. We could rest. Yeah, I'm gonna take the rest here. Right, I forgot. It doesn't show anywhere in the character screen, but we can't heal. I think that should become a passive. We have a curse, something like that, that makes us unable to heal. And scientist, we would need golden tokens. We don't have them yet. We can only buy consumables. I think you can lift curses, right? Remove curses. We would need to unlock that for 100 blood. And then we could pay 750 wealth. Get a random passive skill. That sounds really nice for just 100 wealth. We should probably unlock that eventually as well. But for now, I think it's time we leave the village and go to the 3rd area. We have 1 weird candle. I might try to fight some enemies in the weird, even though that is pretty scary, because the weird cards you get are very disadvantageous. We do have a milestone right here. That one covers these 2 enemies, I would assume. Maybe the Treasure Guardian. That's good enough, I think. Yeah, even the Treasure Guardian is covered. That gives us some stuff to do without using weird candles. Let's go for it. A Cyclops. Every turn will increase damage. Stuns will reset the bonus. We don't really have access to stuns is the problem. And a Weird Bear cycles between offensive and defensive phases. Increases its damage every time it enters an offensive phase. These can scale up pretty dangerously. Oh yeah. Let's summon a Golem. We can't summon anyone else, so I'm just gonna activate my golems 2 times. Every activation of a golem will reduce the cost of 1 card in hand. Let's give you 25 barrier. I think I want to focus down... Who do I want to focus down? Cyclops? This is... I think I'm gonna promote you once. I will gain the armor from off loot. And just oversaturate you so you can keep healing yourself. I will also take a barrier for myself. You are doing tons of damage right from the get-go, so... I think we are gonna focus on the bear. 17 to 20. Actually, the Cyclops... Well, that's with the the debuff on them. That is currently halving their damage, so that would be a 34 to 40. Yeah, that is pretty scary. We definitely want an abomination. We need that extra damage output. I'm also gonna promote it 2 times right away. Gain 10 barrier for every minion currently in combat. That is quite a lot. I'm gonna take it. Power up the A-bomb and then start dishing out some damage. The golem heals every turn thanks to the oversaturate, so that's good. Summon a worm. But we are gonna go with activating the golem, although let's use the inner knowledge first so we can draw a card. Search seems almost necessary right now. The enemies are doing up to 96 damage. Let's keep the golem healthy. And the abomination promoted. Okay, 99. That's just gonna one-shot my golem anyways, so not much I can do there unless I heal it to full and give it a barrier, but that's a lot of investment. Hard scales, 25 armor for every ally. I probably should have promoted the A-bomb. I'm gonna go with Wisp Boss. Can we save the golem? 50? That's not gonna be enough. Well, shouldn't have used that in the first place, I guess. That reflect did how much damage? Invocation is probably the way to go here. It will also give us our ultimate. I'm gonna use that on the worm. Because against a single target, the worm is very quickly gonna be more power than the A-bomb, especially with the vulnerability that we get to apply there. And we finish this. We gain Weird Stone from this fight. Nice. Cracked Calc. Another one. Well, for another upgrade, if that is even possible, but we would need to find tons of those. In fact, we would need another 18, another 17 now that we found one. Ah, there's a hanging tree. Maybe we find some loot here.
The tree, it seems to shift and move. You draw closer, and suddenly you realize why the tree appears to be moving. Dozens of rotting bodies dangle and sway in the breeze. It looks like a strange dance with their necks nodding along in their nooses.
Possible HP loss. That's actually somewhat scary when we can't heal.
As you reach for one of the corpses, something slashes at you. You fall to the ground.
Uh-oh.
You feel dizzy.
Please don't be more than like... Yeah, that's acceptable. That is acceptable. Oh, is that one of these? Oh, that's a Fountain of Health. That is not going to be very useful for us. Do we go for the Treasure Guardian? Is that in the weird? We are not in the weird, but the enemy might be. I think it considers our position. What are you? The Preacher. This enemy cannot be hurt or stunned. The only thing that can harm it is the Divine Oil. You can obtain it by killing its minions. A burning follower that when killed, this enemy will give you a card that can hurt its master. After death, it will spawn again and again until the Preacher is killed. Preacher is attacking all our minions. Good thing. Well, all our minions and ourselves. Good thing we have a golem. I'm gonna give you the whisper. I'm actually gonna activate the golem because we have the passive that makes the abomination grow by 200% damage every turn until we activate it, and then it loses all the damage it gained. I should have put the that effect on the abomination then. The whispers in the wind. But we will promote the abomination for sure. Golem is taking quite a bit of damage there. I could see ourselves just healing the golem until our abomination is actually strong enough to pretty much one-shot the enemies. These guys are just healing themselves, right? Because if they are healing the preacher, this might be a very scary fight. I'm gonna build up some shield. Golem doesn't need it right now. Should have played the ritual on the golem, I guess. Let's summon our second golem. Activate them one more time. Four times 1. Oh, that's because we reduced your base damage, huh? Start applying some armor reduction to enemies. We don't want to mark the boss for sure because they can be damaged. And I think we do want to split the damage evenly between these two guys. So I'm not going to use the marking. Yeah, definitely is a lot of fun. I can only recommend it. Our A-bomb is not hitting that hard right now. Activates once and removed after the first activation. Well, let's keep reducing the enemy armor. Suddenly you're doing a lot more damage. Was the first hit we did debuffed in some way? Let's promote you twice again. How did that reduce your damage? I don't get it. What should your damage be right now? Your damage should be 8 to 15. So 8 times 1.18 from my damage increase times 8.25 from your damage increase. So 77 base damage against these enemies with 44 armor. Oh, it is using the highest armor to calculate that. That will make sense. Yeah, that fits pretty much perfectly. But against these guys, you're actually doing times 1.48. You're doing almost double, more than double the displayed damage. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I want to keep your damage lowered, because you're the only one that can't even attack here. And I think next turn we pop the A-bomb. It's not if I mouse over the enemy the damage changes to what you would do against that enemy. That's not it, but... Well, let's go. Divine Oil. Deal 1 hit for 19 to 37. Okay, we are gonna need quite a bit of that oil. Although your armor is going down by frankly insane amounts. Let's make some room in our hand. I'm not sure if there is a maximum hand size, but there is probably one, so. Okay, that might just get us the kill right now. That is very likely to get us the kill. Now we need about average damage. Now we need a high damage hit. It doesn't seem like we can kill another one of them. Although, we could use the oil. Gain a new oil. And that reduces your armor, so we are now more likely to get a kill. Didn't quite get there. So we would need one more oil at this point. I'm glad it's only one more because... Oh, does killing... Yeah, killing those increases damage and reduces armor. So the damage is actually growing. And there's the final oil. There we go. Hi, Kamitenbatsu, welcome. Yeah, they are both great games. For me right now, the deciding factor is that this game is novel and there's a lot to discover here, so that is my main reason why I'm currently playing a lot of it. While I feel like I know Monster Train quite well at this point. But I will definitely go back to Monster Train as well. Stun a chosen enemy, permanently reduce their armor by 25. You know what? We don't have a stun, and against some enemies that is quite important. After summoning, activate the summoned minion. Your minions automatically promote after 3 turns in combat. We often have combats where this would trigger. And I guess it's a promotion on every minion. This is an activation on every minion. It's good for the golem. I wonder if the prime stone, starting with the summon golem, counts for haste. If so, that would give us an energy at the start of the fight. I'm gonna take the haste, I think. I don't think coordinated assault is very good. Yeah. Same here. Although I have done most clan combinations by now. More than half.
When you filled your pockets up to the brim with gold.
Gain 10 armor. Gain 30 max HP. If we can't heal, that's not going to be very good. Combat slot, not really that good yet. Maybe if we get more scientist upgrades that will change, but for now the armor is clearly the most useful, because that means we will need less barrier to protect us from hits. And our golems take double our armor for their armor value, so that's gonna be good. The golem did trigger the ability, very nice. Actually, for the abomination, the haste is bad, huh? I didn't think about that. Because now we basically stopped our mastery from going off. I guess that's fine. It wasn't that great anyways. Hopeless Mutation, that one's gonna explode. Necromancer will resurrect its allies. It can also steal their armor in order to deal more damage. Huh. And a Bounty Hunter. Temporarily reduce your energy. Oh. Skinny Barrier. We definitely want to oversaturate you. And I think we also use the power. Is there any of these cards that I really would like to play? Maybe Inner Knowledge. We promote you for sure. Let's make sure we get to play the Inner Knowledge. Drawing a barrier. Yeah, I think we are good. We just play both rituals here. And then use our ult to promote our A-bomb 2 times. And I think we are already done with this. Gain some Wyrdstone again? Not quite sure why. We usually didn't gain Wyrdstone from fights, from normal fights. Yeah, here it isn't telling you on the summon card that it exiles after being played. It does show on the invokes, like the invoke says that it's gonna be exiled, but I don't think I want any of these. Cracked Ethel. Nice. That gives us 17 armor now. That is very useful. We can't heal right now, so I'm not gonna use the Fountain of Health just yet. Oh wait, there's another milestone over there. Will that cover... I don't think it will cover this enemy. Yeah, it doesn't cover the milestone, and this enemy seems to be about the same amount away. It would cover this one enemy, but... yeah, that's just a single enemy that it affects there. There was a way to open the map. Ah, tab. So we can see all the things going on. Yeah, I feel like we're better off just extinguishing this milestone, getting a weird candle, so we can explore more in that direction. This is gonna be a full fight, huh? I can't do all of them with full weird candles. I'm just gonna try a fight in the weird. Hopefully this goes well. Increase armor of all enemies by 50 for 2 turns. Next turn draw 3 cards less. Okay, that's a rough one. We do have the Whispers in the Wind for our Golem. That's gonna be good. Promote them once and start activating them to get cost reductions. Hopeless Mutation times 2, huh? I don't like increasing their armor, but I think it's better than the alternative. Summoning a golem will reduce the cost of 1 card in our hand, so we should be able to summon the air bomb and then still we activate the U because that gives us ultimate charges. And we promote the A-bomb. We could summon a Worm. There is still the invocation in our draw pile, so there would be some use for it, but it's not that important, I don't think. So let's instead go for some A-bomb damage. Activation, Inner Knowledge definitely get played. I guess we also promote it. At least we can keep the totems down pretty easily like that. Luckily the increased armor has gone down again. 98 damage to everyone. Yeah, that is a lot. Let's not take that much damage. That worked out fine. Next hit does 75% less damage. If not played next turn, lose 100 armor. That is probably not too bad. We gained Weirdstone, we gained wealth, we gained blood, and we gained a level. Dark Rite, 0 cost to activate a minion. Wow. Holy Promotion. I don't really care about promoting my golems, so I'm gonna go for Dark Rites. And we also get Immobilization, stun all enemies. Fury at the start of each turn, this minion increases its damage by 10%. Sacrifice a minion, promote all other minions. No. I don't think. Well, the stun all enemies could be okay. A new passive, increase the damage of all minions by 10%. Meh. Whenever you summon a Worm, increase its damage by 100% until the end of turn. Meh. I'm gonna start every combat with 20 additional barrier. Our health matters, we can't heal, so just having 23 HP in every fight that we get to use, on top of the 20 we already have, that's gonna be nice. Oh, silence!
A creature made of light and fog appears in front of you. The whole world seems hushed due to her presence. She is truly remarkably beautiful. It must be Silence, the girl that the blacksmith told you about. As you come closer, the girl becomes aware of your presence. She runs into the nearby bushes, trying to hide from your eyes. You take a few slow steps, but there's no sign of her anywhere. Instead, a snow-white swan flies up into the sky.
Huh. New objective. What is our new objective? Side quest. Master at Arms. Principles of Gravity. You've met Silence, but the moment you got close to her, she turned into a swan and disappeared. So we don't know what we need to do next. Probably talk to the smith. Well, it worked out once. Maybe it works out once more. The same enemy team. And I think we have a better draw, so yeah. We also didn't get the weird card immediately. I would really like to play Whispers in the Wind this turn. So let's try to activate our golems to draw into it. Did we not reduce anything this time? Not bad, not bad. Invocation is great. Yeah, let's just start with that. That makes everything else free. Charge up our ult. And just deal a bunch of damage on top of all that. Sure, 2 levels is gonna be enough. Haha. 14 Weirdstone. Maybe if you fight in the weird, you get Weirdstone. That will kind of make sense thematically. An acid bomb. I will take it. Self-awareness. At the start of each turn, promote this minion. Activate the minion, heal it by 50% of its HP. No, I don't think we need any of these. If you only have 1 minion alive, promote it at the start of each turn. That's not what we are doing. Each turn gain an ultimate charge, we could certainly do that. Runic Signs, every combat, the energy cost of the first sigil you play is reduced to 0. Yes. Helps us manage our energy better. And we have some 2-cost sigils. So that's gonna be particularly useful with those.
That was once a battlefield. Whitened bones and rusted shards of armor litter the ground, creating a peculiar mosaic. Suddenly you hear a woman's voice. Her patter is full of longing and hope, yet she seems to be talking to something she's just picked up from the ground.
Is that you? You're so beautiful. No, it's not you.
Busy with whatever she's doing, she doesn't even notice your presence. The moment you move
Come
towards
closer.
her, she emits a horrible shriek.
Don't come any closer. And don't look at me, stranger. Don't you dare look at me.
And finally you see her. The crooked silhouette of an old woman clad in herbalist robes. Just a second later, she bursts into tears.
I faced Beast from the Wyrdness and you're not even close. You're not a pretty sight to behold, that's true. I faced Beast from the Wyrdness and you're not even close.
Sobbing grows louder.
Guess how old I am.
10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 50, 60, 70. Well, the Wyrdness can do weird stuff with you. Maybe you're just in your 20s.
A sweet liar you are, traveler. I know how I look. And I look much, much older than that. But I appreciate the lie.
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to find a runestone that I lost. It was a gift. You know it's bad luck to lose a gift. And in the meantime, I'm doing what I've always done. Scavenging. Although a couple of years ago, I might have tried to find a prettier word to describe loot in battlefields.
She looks at you with a hopeful stare.
Any chance you'd share your runestones with me, traveler?
Sure. You know, I'm not gonna use this cracked nid ever, so...
It's not the one I'm looking for.
Oh.
But I'll keep it. Here, choose something you need. As an exchange.
Wonder which one she's looking for. A weird candle. I'll take that. Let's try this again. We have a few runestones that we don't need. Uh-oh. What's going on?
It's not the one.
Apparently we can't trade anymore. That seems like a pretty obvious bug. Tell us what happened, what were you doing when the bug occurred. Yeah, I'm gonna... I forgot how the event was called or anything. The herbalist lady who looks for why am I for runestones seems bugged. You can click the trade runestone for consumables button again after you've already traded once, but it brings up an empty dialog screen, and if you ask out of it, she says the same line as if you traded, and the button is still there. Failed to send bug report. Please try again. I'm gonna try to send one more time. Well, apparently the bug report button is bugged. That sucks. Why did we ever use weird candles? Well, I mean the weird cards we get are pretty good. I need to draw some cards. I need to find my actual useful... Well, not useful. You are useful too, golems. But my damaging minions. The ones that can actually kill stuff. Like the Abomination. And now I'm out of activations. So I can't even play the Abomination. Trying to submit a bug report about the bug report button. Yeah. I have a feeling that will fail. I think we want to focus down you. I hate that I drew into the Abomination and wasn't able to play it. But it was totally my own mistake there. Hope I can find a worm. Gonna draw one more. There we go. This is gonna be our first promotion and it's gonna be doubled. So immediately level 7. That is really nice. Oh, we drew back into the A-bomb. That's our first weird card. Next hit does 75 less damage. I'll lose 100 armor. My armor doesn't matter. Unless that also affects my golem's armor. We invoke first. It's gonna be pretty hard to get the Abomination out and then invoke. Let's get another 3 levels on you. And keep going. Yeah, it does affect everyone. Makes sense. Should have used the promotion before, but didn't matter. It seems like I feel like I'm getting more EXP as well from fighting in the weird. So it seems like fighting in the weird is actually the way to go. I thought it was just pure downside. Like, fight the easy battles in the weird. Blood Rush. Activate all minions. Not bad. But Invocation is double that. It's sometimes a bit hard to play, but if we have 2 golems out there, then it's really, really strong. I'll take another Invocation. No, and we got another Cracked Calc. Ready to combine. Nice. That at least gives us some runestone dust.
Welcome
Oh, desire
again.
test. Buy a potion.
Unfortunately, I only have enough ingredients for one of these, so choose wisely.
Potion of strength. 1 damage. Potion of shielding is 200 armor. Or potion of health. Well, we can't use healing anyway, so I'll take the 1 damage. That's a pretty good investment.
Welcome.
You stay around though, huh? This is the blood crystal thing that we were looking for. This fight again shouldn't be a problem. Let's start drawing some cards. As long as we still keep 2 energy, we should be able to play any minion we draw, like this worm. And we can even use the invocation to immediately activate it and then promote 3 times. Doubled to level 7. Slam some damage. I'm gonna focus you down and we'll gain a bunch of barrier. The enemies are not attacking yet. And we've already become very, very powerful. That doesn't matter too much. This is still a good damage boost. Oversaturate and then search the golem. Just keep activating you now. You will demolish these enemies. You know what? Another golem reduces the cost in our hand of a card in our hand by 1. Sure. This is another damage boost for the worm. Yeah, we are so powerful right now. I feel like we're gaining so much experience. Invoke 2 golems, promote all the minions, summon an abomination. I'm gonna skip. Surprise attacks, uncontrollable growth, redirector flow. We have seen all of these before. Surprise attacks can sometimes be pretty good. Especially coupled with haste. Summoning activates the summon minion. So it's gonna attack immediately for 100% increased damage. That's not bad. I'm gonna take the uncontrollable growth. All of these are quite minor effects. But I mean 10% damage is something, at least. Blood Altar.
These crystals were already here when the first men landed on the island, but they don't look like something made by the Four Dwellers either. Their origin doesn't matter much, as most of them had been damaged by bandits looking for valuables, or simply smashed by vandals who enjoyed the way they crumble into pieces. However, you can still sense a glimpse of faint power in this place.
Oh!
Power that calls for your blood.
I don't need to sacrifice blood, I need to sacrifice health. Uh-oh. Can pray for wealth. Sacrifice HP for a level up. That is not bad. I don't think I want to sacrifice 16 HP for a card removal. Yeah. Can't heal, but the level up is still good. I'm not excited about these options though. Volatile magic could be okay. Okay is not good enough. Summoning at level 3 isn't that much better than just summoning at level 1. For us, we can promote very quickly. Juggernaut. If all its hits miss the enemy, it will deal 2 times more hits in the next turn, otherwise it will deal 2 less hits next turn. Its damage will increase with every % of less lost health. Okay. And draw 3 cards less, that's actually one of the worst ones we could have gotten. I think I want to focus down the Juggernaut, so let's mark them. We do need to summon the Worm. We need some damage. Kinda wanna promote the Worm. That is good, I guess. Well, if we hit an invocation, we can play it. If we hit Funeral Moon, it doesn't really matter. Paralysis or Promotion would be a good hit, but still better than activating the Worm, I guess. What did we hit? Didn't seem like it did anything. Can we hit 0 cost cards? Maybe we can. So I should have played the barrier before. Ouch. My golem took quite some damage there. Summon an abomination. And actually, I think I'm gonna oversaturate you. Kinda want my first promotion to be the ultimate. So I'm gonna activate this golem twice. No, we use this. Because the first promotion is doubled. There goes my golem. But luckily most of the enemies are also dying. I'm gonna go for another golem so I have another meat shield at hand. Let's go for a whisper and then... We could heal our golem now, if that's something we need to do, but we don't, because we win. Level 20. Show me my masteries. Stun all enemies. This turn all enemies lose 50 armor and 50% damage. I'll take another arcane shield. Overcharged runestones. Duplicate the effect of all sigil cards. Wow. Sigil cards cost 1 energy less. Draw 1 sigil for each sigil played. Oh, wow, you can really combo off these sigils. Sigil cards apply to all minions instead of 1. Oh dear. These are all so strong. Sigil cards apply to all minions instead of 1. I'm gonna go for the duplication instead. We have another polished stand. Maybe we find a third one. That could be good. We got the achievement Summoner for reaching level 20.
Man still hiding in the bushes. When he sees you, he shouts.
You can't have them! They're mine! My own! I'm not giving them up! Not after everything I did to get them!
Here, take this. Would I be giving you something if I want to rob you? Offer him a runestone. Not the polished one, cracked tier. I think cracked tier is pretty safe to give away.
He carefully takes the runestone from your hand.
But what is this? What am I supposed to do with this thing?
He hides it away in his bag of treasure anyway.
Here, I'll show you. Now, this is something of real value.
He takes out a regular, boring, useless stone.
Yes, it's a stone. Care to elaborate?
Don't you understand? I'm building a castle, and I'm choosing only the very best stones I can find for it.
He takes out a couple more and lays them on the ground.
Do you get it now? It's the beginning of my kingdom.
All you can see is that this man is clearly insane.
Yeah.
I'm happy now. You've shown that you're a person of goodwill. That means you'll be a perfect fit for my kingdom. And since a good king should be generous towards his subjects, here, something for you.
Gain 100% more wealth from every encounter except vendors. Wow.
Now I must go. The castle won't build itself, will it?
The man chuckles and leaves.
That's a powerful buff. That is a scary team. Oh, okay. These last two seem very dangerous. I think it's time to turn the candles back on. Although, how far away are we from the boss? We might be able to take these two out and then move to the boss with the candles we have. You know, we might actually be able to take those out.
It's
Oh?
good to see you,
Oh!
stranger, but maybe we shouldn't be strangers anymore. I'm bragging. But anyway, you know what? I'm sick of this place. I'm stuck here, forced to eat my instruments. Can you believe that? Getting really annoyed. It's high time I went out and earned some coin somewhere.
You sense that he places a heavy emphasis on earning some coin.
Anyway, let's sing. What else can we do these days, stranger? Want me to teach you a song or two?
Learn a song of forgetting. Remove a card from your deck. Or pick a neutral card. I haven't seen these neutral cards yet, so let's take a look. Gain 75 armor for 2 turns. Create 25 barriers on all allies. Wow. Draw 3 cards. Wow. This is not quite that good for us, but still pretty powerful. Song of Shielding. I like it. Very good defensive effect. Song of Opportunity isn't bad either. We still fight you. But now we have a powerful new card in the deck. Yeah, 2 ogres. We kind of have to take them down quickly because they are gonna hit for... They're gonna one-shot my golem. But as long as it's only the golem, I guess that's fine. Whispers in the Wind twice. I think we go with the Oversaturation twice. So we draw 4 additional cards every at the start of every turn. There's our Worm. Let's get our ultimate ready. Sure, we focus on you. You're already damaged. Build some barrier on you. Use our ult to promote the snake. Increase the damage by 100%. Let's go. Pretty good start. Wind of 1 energy this turn because of the negative effect there, but at least we're pretty well defended this turn. This doesn't matter. Although, does it affect your healing? It does not. I figured as much. Sure, we'll promote you. Next ogre. Activate you once, then we promote you again. Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling quite powerful right now. I'm almost tempted to find out what happens if we fight a boss in the Wyrd. Do we also get more Wyrdstone? Bosses are already dropping quite a bit. Soul Blade. Each hit received by this enemy will make it deal 1 more hit in its next attack. Yes, these can be quite nasty. I am a bit worried. I think we have to play the Tainted Force. We don't have card draw stuff yet. Well, if they don't receive hits, they're not as bad, right? Yeah, this is for the energy management. I'm not gonna promote the golem. Time for the abomination. Promote it twice. I should have played the Whispers on the Wind first. Is this golem surviving? Yeah. Just barely though. Summon another one. Power up seems good, and we promote you. Song of Shielding is nice. Keep activating the abomination. And our ultimate is ready again. Looking good. Rune carrier?
A strange figure, a hunchback, all covered with glowing rune stones. Some of them grow straight out of his body. He looks like he threw himself into a pit full of these stones and rolled around.
Hello, stranger. Would you like to trade with me? As you can see, I have a lot of rune stones on me, but I barely have anything else. Some gold would do the trick. I've realized that when you have enough gold, nobody cares about how you look.
Okay. Cracked tears, then cracked nid. Ah, that's the unused energy one. Cracked os. Heal for 1% of your max HP after killing an enemy. Heal for 5% of your max HP after every combat one. You know, I would like that if I could heal. Oh, that's the wrong window. I want to see what runestones I have. I have stands mostly. Garkalk. Stan is the one I'm looking for most. Yeah, that will do. Okay. I think we're done with this area, except for the healing fountain and the boss. Let's see if we can do something at this healing fountain. Sure, let's drink it.
Feel refreshed.
And let's take the risk to drink some more. Well, didn't help. I was hoping for a fight there. Yeah. Sure, let's take you on in the weird. Horned Warden. This enemy will summon card-stealing allies. Immune to stun. Duration 1. Only for the first turn. Pretty high base damage. Has some decent armor. I could throw the Whispers in the Wind on the Golem to draw many cards right now. I think that's good enough. This one is increase armor or draw 3 less cards. I'm gonna increase armor. Might as well mark you. Oh yeah, you are summoning this turn, huh? Well, again, I drew into the worm. I'm gonna save the song for now. With this guy summoning allies, we might want to use Bone Abscess. This enemy steals your card and returns them after it is killed. Okay. I need to find the abomination. There we go. Found it. Let's promote. You're not doing a ton of damage, but you will probably change to doing some significant damage soon. Paralysis, promotion, invocation, and marking. Not too bad. How do you have sustenance? Didn't we activate you when we summoned you? Huh. 14 to 16 incoming from these enemies. I need to keep my golems healthy. It's gonna matter quite a bit here. Luckily we have cards like Surge that make things pretty easy in that regard. You're no longer immune to stun, but we don't have the mana for the paralysis. Draw a card doesn't really do much for us right now, but maybe we want to actually start getting the Wyrdness promoted for when you're on your own. Increase damage of all enemies by 50% for 2 turns, lose 2 energy. Promote our Wyrdness. Weaken you again till end of combat. Yeah, we have to work on your armor. I'm gonna stun you actually. Marking, you're not immune to damage while stunned. That's nice to see. Because we have seen a few bosses that are immune to damage while stunned. $45 to $58 to everyone. That's gonna destroy my golem, right? Yep. It's a bit of a problem. Oversaturation would be nice to find. Well, we got your armor down quite a bit now. That's good. Okay, that's pretty easy to deal with. I want to put the Whispers of the Wind on, but I am gonna activate the Abomination for now, so we can deal with these adds pretty efficiently. Took Inner Knowledge, that's the Oversaturation that will go on the Wyrdness. This is lose 25% of your current HP, that sucks. I really don't want to lose HP right now. So it looks like I have to play this. But it's fine. Enemy summoning this turn. And we just activate the Wyrdness a bunch of times and that takes care of that. 86 Wyrdstone. I think that's more than you get normally, but not that much more. I think it was 75 last time. Doesn't make a giant difference to fight the boss in the Wyrd then. Another cracked ether.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before. Like then, you're left with the sensation of a strange power growing within you.
And let's take the final Wyrdstone heart. We now have 3 of those. So we can sacrifice them at the men here to fight the final boss, but before that I want to prepare.
What can I do